Hi y'all. So today I'm doing an Amazon Flex shift, a 3-hour shift for $78. I am already pulling up to the Amazon warehouse. I can see it from here. I'm a little early, so I'll probably just roll up and park in the parking lot for a minute, make sure I have all my stuff situated and ready. Okay, so I know I always say this, but this is the worst part for me. I hate pulling up and scanning the packages and trying to organize them. It always just freaks me out. I get so much anxiety. I feel like I'm not going to be able to do it in time. I feel like everyone's always done and I'm always so slow. So I'm just hoping it goes smooth today because I've gotten a lot of comments, thank you so much for this, saying that I don't have to scan every package, just scan, there's a barcode on the outside of the box packages, like I don't know how you call it, those big boxes, and I could just scan the barcode and I don't have to scan every single package. That kind of scares me because I like scanning every package to make sure like I see it, because there's been times where I scan every package and then there's one missing. So that makes me nervous, thinking that little QR code on the outside is going to say, oh, everything is scanned, but then what if one's missing? So I don't know, I'm a little nervous about that. But I'm also excited to have everything scanned quicker because, oh my gosh, this Tesla always comes through this car dealership and I was too busy bumping my gums, but I'll just let it go through here, I guess. I don't know why it can't just take the road. Like, why does it go through here? It's so weird. When I leave the warehouse, it does the same thing. It takes that road and wants me to come through here and then hit the light. I usually don't do FSD when I'm leaving anyway because it does that and it's so annoying. Of course, when I leave the warehouse, I drive out until I hit that light. So anyway, I'm still a little nervous, but I'm excited that I have a nice little hack. Thanks to all of y'all in my comments for telling me that I don't have to scan every package, which I had no idea. Thank you for that. I don't know. I never knew that. See, Flex is that way. So I'll take over, pull up. I'm super early. I think I'm like 20 minutes early, which is not cool, but I didn't know what else to do. Okay, so I'm here. I can't tell which one's mine. Oh my gosh, it looks like I have a lot of boxes. I'm so scared. I hope they're not heavy. Shoot. I don't know. I think it's just like 3 or 4 big boxes. So hopefully, like I said, they're just like not heavy, but I'll turn this camera around in a sec so you can see. But anyway, I'm just gonna wait. I have 5 minutes until they allow us to get out and start loading. So I don't know. I'm so excited to try scanning the QR code on the outside of those bag things. So hopefully that'll help me. I can get out now. Okay, well, that did not go as planned. I have a freaking mess in here. I'm freaking out. I have so many packages for a 3-hour shift. This is crazy. I'm already exhausted and they're not in order. I don't know how people can organize because I can't. It's a hazard in here. There's so many packages. This is so horrible. I don't know why I thought the 3-hour shifts were like easier. I had 2 packages that were not in the container. She took them off for me really fast. Oh my gosh, I already have to go. That guy's so lucky in front of me because he didn't even get, I know I should have got online fast. He didn't even get any packages. Anyway, let's turn this off. And let's see how this goes. It is so packed in here. I'm so upset that I think my last shift was like, oh, so easy because it was only a few packages. But yeah, I don't even know where I'm going right now. So let's see. I'm gonna probably pull over. I have to organize it. I got so scared as usual. I got all frazzled and I started throwing all the packages in here. I feel like one day I'll get better, but I just cannot get it together. I freaked out and I just started throwing, I didn't even bring my clip. I just started throwing all the packages in here. And how far is Louisville from Idaho Falls?
Louisville is just 17 miles away from Idaho Falls.
Okay.
Driving takes about 26 minutes.
Okay, so I guess it seems like I have a million packages, but I have 36 packages. So 36 packages, 3 hours. It is 1:13. And for those of you asking, I do have 80%. I usually always start my shifts with 80% charge. I know I'm gonna end in Louisville, which is about 17 miles from here. So I'm not traveling too far. I hope one day I could go into the Amazon Flex warehouse and just do it right. Like I still get so freaked out, so nervous, and now I'm screwed because I have a mess in here. They have some numbers on them, but it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I started looking at the numbers, it's like 319, 336. So I'm like, I don't know where it started. So it doesn't even have that on here. So I have no idea. So I'm coming down from my frazzleness. I was a little frazzled. I'm getting a little bit better. I always feel better once everything is in the Tesla. Just so disappointed in myself because I always think, oh, this time I'm gonna, I'm gonna have it organized so nice. No. But what did help was the fact that I did scan that big bag and it just scanned all the packages for me. So because of that, I feel like it did save me a lot of time. I thought when I did that I was going to be able to organize better, but there was 2 huge bags full of packages, and then I had to lift all those other packages in the Tesla. It was just a lot for me, and I just hope that I get better and better, but I'm not right now. So anyway, I am in standard mode. I'm going to bump it up to hurry mode because I want to hurry up and get rid of these packages. So where I'm going is about 15 minutes away. I have 3 packages in this next little town, and then the rest are in Louisville, which is 17 miles from Idaho Falls, but I'm not sure how many miles it is from this place. I'm sure it's closer. So okay, so I'm about 10 minutes from my first stop. So hopefully within those 10 minutes, I'm able to figure out where that package is in this disaster. Once I figure out the first package, I'll know where the numbers start because I have no idea. I hate that they're numbered in the 300s or 4.1. I don't even know what that means. I don't know. But you know what? I'm gonna figure it out. So I will be back when I get to the first house, and hopefully I'll be a little bit more organized by then. Okay, so I'm getting closer to the first drop off. It was pretty quick actually, so not bad at all. What's gonna be bad is I didn't even try to organize it because I'm driving, obviously. So I'm just gonna have to dig through everything. I kind of want to park a little bit far from this place because I want to get off and look through some of the packages. It's so weird because it says this is envelope 369, but then I have envelope 316 or 311. So I assumed that those were going to be the first packages because it's like an order. So it's like they're not in order. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, so this has just been not good for me so far. I'm not having a great time. Yeah, I'm going to pull over and then get this shit situated because right now it is a disaster back there. So yeah, let me do that right quick. All right, this is horrible. I already want to go home. All right, I'm going to start looking for these packages. So, all right, I'll be right back. I don't even know where the next package is. No idea. I'm gonna pull over like a freaking creep right now and go look for their stuff. Hi, doggy. So yeah, this is what it looks like in here right now. It's horrible. Okay, so I had to pull over somewhere and get situated. It was such a mess in this Tesla. Like, it was horrible. This is probably the worst job I've ever done. I'm really annoyed. It was so stressful when I left because I just tossed everything in here completely unorganized. They were not numbered like they usually are, so that really threw me off. They did have, some of them had like numbers like 360, 313, you know, it was kind of random and they're not in order. So that is not good. I'm a little confused, so I just pulled over somewhere and I started organizing them. I got my little pen and I was looking through itinerary and just kind of fixing them up because it was a mess in here. So over this, it's already been like an hour, so I'm very bummed out. This is not how I wanted it to be today, but I guess they all can't be so easy, you know, with very few packages and numbered. Oh, I guess I'm already at this place. Okay, well, all I know is I'm very organized now, and hopefully the rest of my shift goes super smooth and super fast, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so that was easy. The next stop is 2 minutes away. I'm kind of hauling because I'm in hurry mode and this is a little country road, so I guess I should go down to standard. And I'll say street. 3 packages. Forget it. I got 1 package ready. I hate myself. Oh my God. My Tesla's so crazy. Stop. I don't want to go back here. Get me out of here. Guess I'll just park in there. I hope it's okay. Gosh. It's always something. Okay, I'm just gonna scan this one. Okay, I found them and she popped out, so I just handed them to her. Look at how the Tesla wants to take me. I was just right there. Like, that's crazy. Obviously, navigation is whack. I'm gonna turn around. Why can't it just do a U-turn? I don't understand. Watch this. That's so crazy. That is one of my biggest complaints about FSD. Why can't it just make a U-turn? That's so crazy to me. I was at that house up there with a pretty little willow tree, and I was coming out of that driving area because I had to deliver the package up in there. There's a stop sign right there. All I had to do was take a right. FSD wanted to take me in that big square that I was showing you. That's crazy, right? Instead of having to drive 7 minutes, it took like 1 minute. Why did it park me here? Okay, well, I have to drive in a little bit more. FSD just parked me out here. Yeah, it's been really quick. It just sucks that I took so much time having to organize my disaster. That really screwed me up. So I'm still in a bad mood, but gosh, this is so grassy. Yikes. Oh my gosh, dogs. I feel like I haven't even had time to do filming in between, which I kind of don't want to film too much right now because I am super behind right now. I took way too much time earlier. Very behind. I need to pick up the pace. I'm about to drop off package 21. There's some dogs barking at me. Oh my gosh, am I finally gonna run into mean dogs? I guess we'll see. All right, I gotta stop yapping. I gotta knock this out already. I mean, they look mean, but like they look like they're annoyed with me, but their tail's kind of wagging. So let's see how it goes. Are you mean or nice? Okay, I guess you're nice. Oh, the dogs were super nice. They just bark like they're so mean, but they're so nice. I did get wounded. I got scratched up pretty bad right here, but it's because they were trying to tell me hi. They weren't like being aggressive or anything, so. Okay, so I dropped off package 30 and I was looking at the navigation, comparing it with my Amazon app, and instead of just turning around to go to that destination, it wanted to do a whole square. Do y'all deal with that as much as I do? It just drives me absolutely insane. I don't know why it does that. Why can't it just do a U-turn? It's one of my biggest complaints. Anyway, it's just annoying. It's just so annoying. Okay, so I just made it to drop 30. Just made it to drop 34. So the guy's outside waiting. I'm gonna take a time right quick. I feel like this is the longest Amazon flex route ever. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I just feel so out of it. I'm just not all there right now. So all I know is this was the most difficult 3-hour route I've ever done. I don't even know why. Oh my gosh, the Tesla parked me in the street. I'm literally in the street. Oh my gosh. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Guess it's this house? How embarrassing. I understand if it wants to park me in the street. Sometimes it didn't even go to the side at all, and there was a car behind me, so yeah, not good. Anyway, all I know is I'm here now, and I'm gonna open the trunk and see what I got back there. Oh my gosh, am I done? Almost done. I'm getting close to being done. Let's see what I got. Anyway, I think this is my last one. It's been the most stressful Amazon flex shift ever. I am exhausted. I'm so sad that it took me so long. All right, Mary. All right, I'm gonna go drop this off to Mary really fast. So that was one of the worst Amazon flex shifts I've ever done. I feel like I had so many packages, and it really wasn't that many. I had 36 packages, and it just seemed like so much because I guess because everything was so unorganized, they were not numbered this time, which really threw me off. And I was coming into it not as nervous, which is so crazy because usually I'm so nervous, and I do okay. But this time I was feeling good because I could scan the bag on the outside and it was going to be pretty easy. I thought I was going to have so much time. I don't know what happened. It was a disaster today. It was not as fun for me as it usually is just because I was unorganized. Normally it's not like this, but yeah, it was a horrible time. But I mean, I still did it. I still knocked it out. And it's not like the packages were so heavy or anything, or I went to some crazy places. It wasn't anything like that. It was just the organization. And I guess just how I handled it all, because I feel like when I pulled over and organized everything, things got better. I was still like frazzled and super annoyed. So that sucked. But at least everything was organized. Once I organized it, and I numbered the packages, everything was better. I just looked through my itinerary, looked at the next address, found that package, put whatever stop it was. So that was a little bit time consuming, but it had to be done. Once I did that, things went a lot smoother. I was just super annoyed that it took so long. And then I finished a little bit later than I should have. So not cool. I just want to just get better with that. I just can't believe I did so terrible. So hopefully next time it'll be better, because this was a complete bust for me. I just have to keep trying and just keep getting better and better. It was just such a mess. So for those of you that do Amazon Flex, are the packages always numbered no matter what? Or sometimes they're not. Some of them did have stickers with a number on them, but it was like I said earlier, like 315, 350, 345, 343. And then that wasn't even the order. Like it still wasn't an order. It was just a random sticker. I tried to organize them like that at first, and that helped with nothing. I was like, what? This is supposed to be the next one, and it just wasn't. So that's when I ended up just pulling over somewhere and going through everything, because if I didn't do that, I probably would still be out there stressing out and having to look through the disaster that was here. So, I mean, even though it was a pain in the it had to be done. Okay, so here's my thing. It was a 3-hour shift, and it was for $78, okay? That's okay, because normally I would be able to knock that out really quickly. I did not knock it out really quickly. I was so slow. I finished after the 3 hours, and I feel like after dealing with what I dealt with today, I might as well just take a 4-hour shift with the same amount of packages, maybe give or take a few more. There's been times where I've gotten like 45 packages. For me, I would just rather take a longer shift, because those pay a lot more. I mean, one of the last ones I did, I got $100, I think, and it was so easy. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the store and then I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, this was not my best shift. I'm feeling so blah about it. So if you did happen to enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I need all the thumbs up I can get because I feel so. But seriously, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to me, please hit the subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching.